So this is what a spur pruned vine looks like when it's ready to prune. So now I'm going to try to prune this just as quickly as I can, because you don't need to spend a lot of time doing this. Just knowing the principles of removing downward hanging spurs, and then it's always good just to create spurs and not even think about how many there are. Just create a bunch of them and then come back later and thin them out. It's not a bad idea to wear protective eye gear. Now when you're pulling hard, this can happen to your eyes too. That's why I mentioned it. You pull hard and you can whip yourself, but you also can break a spur, which is not the end of the world, but just kind of be careful when you're doing that. So we'll have to try to create a spur out of this guy, which is fine. This is not an ideal situation, but we'll create a couple of spurs out of that. And it's just getting longer and longer, which is not ideal. So now we count the spurs. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on this side, which is great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have too many over here. So we can start to thin them out. Let's get that one that's growing out toward the side, cut it off, and leave the one growing up. And then we need to get rid of one more. There's 4 over here and 4 right here. This is a pretty small one. If you're going to leave a small spur like that, make it a 1-bud spur to give it enough energy. And especially if it's going to have fruit on both of those, you won't have enough energy to produce good-sized fruit for table grape. So that's not an ideal one to leave just because it's so small. So I'm going to cut that off. And now we're down to a total of 14 buds on this vine. Basically 6 inches apart. So depending on how far apart your vines are, think of the 6 inches apart rule.